Damn.
Very crisp clap.
That was a really good clap. What up, Will?
What's going on? Thanks for having me here.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming, dude.
Of course.
Yeah, look at the we've redone the studio. I don't know if you know.
You can
People can't see it,
Yeah,
but
Yeah.
move some stuff around. It's all in flux. It has been
I've
for
seen
2
episodes.
years.
I poke my head in when I walk by, and it looks good in here.
People
though.
do. You know what? This is. I would say that this right here is. This is Ridgewood royalty.
Yeah.
Right here. These 4 guys. These 4 guys. We're seeing around and about.
The record company asked me to go and do a few of these every album cycle, and
Nice.
I thought this would be. I wanted to make sure.
I like that you did the last album. You did Joy Tactics,
Yeah.
and then you had to step up to the big
Yeah,
leagues.
we're upgrading.
Yeah.
Naturally.
need to bring in the big guns for the album
Yeah.
cycle.
Yeah, and that's probably the last good episode of that show.
I mean, I haven't watched it since.
Yeah, why would you?
Yeah,
Why would you?
I don't see why you would.
Tell me about when you something that is I think is always hard to imagine is if you make an album, how do you name all the songs?
That's honestly like one of the hardest parts.
I would think it would be like the hardest part. Do you ever go? I mean, do you ever try to maybe just make one funny one?
Yeah, there's fun. I mean, even like on the new album, there's a song called "The Scene."
The Scene,
I
yeah.
knew that people were going to latch onto that one just from the name.
The name,
And they
the
are.
Scene.
You
But
know.
never do something never go fart or something.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to get away with that.
Really?
Who's stopping?
Yeah,
you?
It's the record company, man. They don't let me do stuff like that.
Why not? Can't have one song called One
fart
Long
is not
Fart,
even,
1
is
hour.
Not, is not that vulgar, I feel.
What if you
Yeah.
spelled it with a PH?
I think it'd be too on brand. Like they want to try to like
Oh yeah.
grow the business a bit, and
What about pussy?
I think it could work.
Pussy, I think would be a good name.
The first album had a parental advisory sticker on it.
Oh,
and
nice.
yeah.
We haven't gotten to do that.
That
since,
must
so
be
Do you have
so
to apply
awesome as a
for that?
musician to get that.
It's a good feeling.
What's the
Is there a wait list to get one of those?
There's a system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the taxi medallions. You
Yeah.
have to really you have to buy it off of someone else.
have to
Everybody
do a
who
really
has
long
one now
test, too.
is on suicide watch.
Yeah.
Just like the medallions, so, yeah.
So you like cussing on songs?
If I can, yeah, it's fun. I remember my dad asking me that when I was a little kid. He was like, "Would you guys ever swear if you had a band?" Like, on the record? And I was like, "Probably."
He said, "Fuck yeah, Dad." Dude, I saw an interview with Pink Panthers recently. I'm a big Pink Panthers fan. Me and him both, actually.
I don't know her music, but I like her a lot.
She's
I
very
watch
pretty.
a lot of her videos.
Very
Yeah.
pretty.
I
see
love
on
the
Twitter.
music and the figure.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
she did a song recently that the chorus is like, "If you want sex with me, come talk to me." And I personally, I was a little bit scandalized at that lyric for some reason. And
It's a
then
little
I was like,
much.
I'm sure she's talked about this because she doesn't really talk about it's nasty stuff like that
Yeah.
in her songs. And she had a thing where she was like, "Yeah, I was really hesitant to put that song to put the word sex in it,
Yeah,
but then
Yeah.
I did it."
It was originally "If you want to hang out with me."
Yeah.
If you want to hang out with me,
Then
come
come-
talk to me.
But in
Text me.
England, that means a different thing.
Yeah.
It means sex.
Means sex still.
She actually, I just saw, I think it was yesterday, she kind of put out a statement about a meme that's been going around with her face on it.
I did
Oh,
see
yeah.
this.
Saw that?
Yeah.
What meme?
It's
About
a-
her eye.
It was, I saw what I saw was she had a question. She said, "What is this? Where did it come from?"
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool. I like when people break the fourth wall like that.
What was the
Right.
meme though?
It was her face looking all.
It's her face.
Funny.
She kind
It's
of looks
her
like
face
this. She's
looking
like,
funnily.
Yeah, Poot Lovato vibes.
She's doing a poot.
Okay.
She's pulling a poot.
Yeah.
We're trying to bring that back. You
I
remember
don't
Yeah.
that?
Poot Panthers.
You remember Poot
No.
Lovato?
no, I
Poot
don't.
Lovato.
What's that?
Wait, I'm gonna show you.
So basically,
I sent him the Wikipedia page the other night.
There's a Wikipedia page.
There's a
for
whole page for it. It was it was very big back then.
By the way, I've typed Poot Lovato. There's like 50 searches that I've already done before. Poot Lovato
I'm
is
sure I'll
Poot
recognize
real.
it.
This
That-
one. It was just a
Oh,
very,
Demi Lovato.
Kinda.
very bad photo of Demi,
Just-
and then
just a
someone
weird
said
photo.
that's her their sibling Poot.
who lives in
Yeah.
a
Okay.
basement.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it lives
so
in a
it was
basement.
kind of
yeah.
like-
That one
All the
didn't make
rage.
the rounds on my timeline as much. I
Yeah.
have seen it, but it didn't overtake it or anything.
You're not really into memes that much.
I am.
Oh,
I am.
you are?
Yeah,
No,
you're
I
a big
li- I like
memes
All right,
guy.
what's
Yeah.
your favorite meme?
Well, right now it's the pink. You know,
The pink?
The pink face?
Panthers.
Pink
yeah.
Panthers, okay.
Looking both ways.
Mhm.
What about all time?
You're putting me on the spot. now, man.
I mean, good guy Greg.
But
I
you
mean,
had-
yeah, the guy
Bad Luck
looking the other
Brian.
way when the girl.
Oh,
like,
that's a classic.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's probably.
Yeah.
I would say that's a little newer. I'm talking
That's new school.
like impact font.
Okay, I'm
Meme
like,
that was kind of impact era. The guy looking the other way.
Mhm.
Was
advice
it?
advice
Yeah, that's
animals.
pretty
We're
old.
talking advice
Yeah,
animals.
advice
Yeah,
animals
yes,
for-
yes,
okay.
yes,
For
exactly.
me, I'm a Rage Comics guy over an Advice
Yeah.
Animals
Pho.
guy. I think, yeah. Pho.
Yeah.
Or
Is there
pho.
Derpino was fire.
what's
Yeah.
up with is there a chipmunk like turning dramatic
Chipmunk.
Yeah.
Dramatic
Dramatic
I'm gonna go
chipmunk,
dramatic
yeah.
chipmunk.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's real old school.
Yeah. I've been around for a while.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
That's one of a kind.
That is a one of a kind video. They never were able to recreate
I know.
it. They
No.
They've
tried.
tried.
They
They have
tried
tried.
again and again.
The
Many
chipmunk
have tried.
passed.
Yeah.
No one has
Well,
succeeded.
Well,
video.
you know, it wasn't even a chipmunk. That was one of the problems.
Really?
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's
No.
a prairie dog, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's
There's a
like
big issue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So there was a translation issue, I believe.
Mm.
Where is that from? Do you know what
Japan, I
country?
think.
That's,
Yeah,
that makes
there's
sense.
Japanese all over that
Yeah.
picture.
Not the
image or writing.
Not the
And speaking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
version I
but so the sands
Someone
of
never
time,
unmuted
you don't
it.
remember.
Hmm?
You
Someone
remember.
never unmuted it.
What do you mean? It
Someone
goes
is-
dun, dun, dun. That's all there is.
Okay.
You've never seen the full clip, though.
I have not seen. I'll admit it. I haven't seen the full clip.
Yeah,
Fake
that's
fan.
good noise. That
Yeah.
the prairie dog.
That's a
would
prairie
make, by
dog's
the way,
noise.
when it turns around.
We just
That's
got
what the
back.
actual audio would be.
Just got back from Japan.
What was
you guys
that
Oh,
ever
yeah.
been? You guys ever been there?
No,
No,
We've
no,
been
no.
wanting to go
I'm
for a while.
planning to go.
That
I'll
is, yeah.
be planning to go at some
how
day.
was that?
Trip of a lifetime.
Yeah,
Did you go do shows in Japan, or did you go do shows in Australia and then go to Japan?
No Aussie this time. Thank
Oh,
God.
You don't like it there?
I've never been.
Oh,
Yeah. Just Japan. 5 shows. Yeah. Can't
That's
wait to
cool.
go back though.
you see the Teddy boys out there?
Petty boys.
You know, like the guys that are like they dress up like super 1950s and then they like wax
Yeah.
their pompadours
Yep.
up like
Oh, you
crazy.
did see
We did.
that?
Yeah, we went. They do
Whoa.
it every Sunday.
That's so
At this
It's-
one park in Tokyo, we did go. I have some footage from that.
Oh,
They
that's
do it
awesome.
on Sundays. They have a day when they dress
Every
up.
Sunday,
up.
same
Teddy
time.
boy Sunday.
It's
Wow.
crazy. Yeah.
Are they like rough and tumble, or are they like fashionable and
I think
sweet?
they're scary.
Because I think they're trying to be scary.
Mhm.
I think they at this point it's kind of gentrified enough.
Yeah, that's
from what I
kinda-
can tell. It's like
yeah.
we weren't going to try to get involved,
Uh-huh.
but they knew we were watching. It was, it was fine.
How many of them would meet up?
Like at least 20,
Okay.
30, maybe more, maybe.
And
That's
when they
enough that they
meet
could
up,
still be scary.
they just look at each other.
They dance.
Yeah.
There's like a dance.
okay.
Thing. Yeah, yeah.
What kind of
Have you
music
heard
do they
it?
dance to?
It's like a rockabilly thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Jill,
Yeah.
Jill knew about this. I had no idea.
Do they
until-
listen to American rockabilly, or is it a Japanese
I'd
type
have,
of rockabilly?
I want to. If it is, I want to hear it.
I'd have to go back and look at the tape.
Yeah.
'Cause I was
We'll
I was
review that one.
transfixed.
Yeah,
We
Yeah.
can review that one.
Yeah.
yeah, we'll
Yeah.
review that one.
What was the most amazing but yet strangest food that you had in all of Japan?
Well, 7-Eleven is awesome over there.
I
Yeah.
watched tons of
I've
videos.
seen the
I'm sure.
YouTube.
I mostly
videos
see
on
the
this, yeah.
Korean ones though.
I
The
haven't been.
Korean 7-Elevens are pretty crazy, but I think in a very similar way.
I mean,
Got
yeah,
all those
there's
sandwiches.
there's definitely like I guess you could call them bodegas
Mhm.
if you're going 7-Eleven, Lawson, and Family Mart are the big 3 over there.
Okay.
And I got the sense there was like a, ongoing battle jockeying for position of those 3.
It's not tiered like grocery stores in America.
These were
where you-
equals to
okay.
me, from what I could tell.
Yeah.
Lawson happened to be my favorite because they
Yeah.
had I'm a big Kit Kat guy.
oh
Okay.
yeah.
Huge Kit Kat.
The different flavors.
Yeah, and there was like a seasonal variant at Lawson that I got everywhere I went, which was like a
Ooh.
cherry blossom Kit Kat.
Cherry
sounds
blossom.
really
What does
good.
it taste like?
Cherry. It was just like it was
Oh,
like kind of
okay.
like white chocolate with like a hint of cherry in it.
Interesting.
Mm.
And it was they have like the cherry blossom festival.
Oh, I'm getting
and-
hungry.
Yeah.
now. I didn't eat
I
all day.
fucking love candy,
No, just
man.
even talking
Dude,
about
same.
it.
And then I
it's
came
making me
back here and
crazy
it's
all
like,
day.
all right, Trader Joe's, Ubi,
Yeah.
JoJo's. Like,
No.
it's fine.
I went to Trader Joe's today, man. And I got actually it's in my bag. I got dried mini bananas,
Dude,
One of
bust
the
it
wor-
out.
you don't want to see.
Come,
all
come
right.
on, no,
Yeah.
first to eat.
Yeah.
All right.
We're doing
can't
first
say-
week
I
feast
did-
now.
I
dude.
did
We're all
have-
saying we're so hungry. He said he's
Yeah.
got food in his bag. He's not going to share.
I had an Ubi JoJo right before I came here, so I'm
Yeah.
good. But
Those are good. I like what the Trader Joe's is doing with the ube stuff.
I
The
do
ube
too.
ice
I
cream.
do too. I like that. I like
Oh,
that
yeah.
a lot.
So I haven't had that in
But-
so long.
You may like how these. You may like how these taste. You're not gonna like how they look.
I actually can't eat that because
Why?
of my teeth.
Dried
No.
baby bananas. Oh yeah,
No
he got
bananas
his
for me.
wisdom teeth
I
out
got my
last
pull-
night.
pull
teeth out
one out, just
yesterday,
show.
yeah. Do you have yours out?
I do. Yeah.
How was the experience?
I can't. It was in high school when this
Okay.
happened for me. I remember being fairly painless.
Yeah,
Oh, my-
it was not as bad as I expected.
Yeah. Whoa.
I had like
That looks that. This
What
looks
does it
like
look like?
little white dog poop. This looks like a
It
Bichon
does.
Frise
Yeah,
poop.
it looks.
it doesn't
fucked up.
taste all that good either. Can you eat bananas?
Yeah, I can eat bananas.
What do you think of the flavor?
It's actually pretty good. I actually do. I like these a lot.
You like these a lot?
Yeah.
Dude,
He's
they're,
trying to
they're
get them.
yours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
I've pawned those off on you successfully because that's nasty.
You pawned them off over there.
You're not allowed to eat dirt. You get one.
All
Yeah,
right.
you
you
get
can
one
have
baby
one
banana.
snack.
You can't have more than one.
one little snack. Yeah, well, I got my wisdom teeth out
Oh, yeah,
yesterday,
congrats.
and they were pulling them out, and one of my teeth flew across the room.
Oh my god.
Really?
Yeah, they had the pliers,
it-
and they were doing the thing where they're going, and then they went, and I didn't see it, but I heard it. I heard it clatter against the wall, and then I heard the dentist just go like, oh. And then not say anything and just keep going. And then afterwards, I looked and I saw the tooth was on the floor.
What the
in the
fuck?
corner.
Did they let you keep them?
No, I was gonna ask, and then it was too late. By the time I was
I
able
asked to keep mine.
Were you on some drugs and stuff?
No, I just had Novocaine, so I was just super numb. I
Yeah.
couldn't really talk. Which I went to CVS after to like get my antibiotic prescription for it, and my mouth was still just completely numb. I like couldn't feel it or control it really, and I was waiting in line in CVS at the pharmacy, and behind me there was a little kid in a stroller, and he was playing with a little like ball. Like he had a little ball, and he was like playing, and he like threw it, and it like went on the ground near me, and I was like, oh, and I like leaned down to pick it up, and there's a bunch of blood just poured out of my mouth. And I just went, oh God. and I just, the mom did not see, and I just turned around and just pretended I didn't see the ball.
Did you get blood on the ball?
I did not get blood on the ball, but I got blood all over the CVS carpet. And I just,
Wow.
I just like turned around. It's like,
I mean, at least it was the carpet. Like they can't like
Yeah,
tell.
I
It's
know,
just
it's like, this is fine.
CVS
This-
carpet's already
yeah, it
Yeah.
did not
multiple
happen.
layers.
It's
of-
okay.
Oh yeah.
The carpet
Yeah, it's
already
like a
looks
cast
like
iron
that
pan.
anyway, too.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
carpet already
Powder.
looks like
Yeah.
someone drizzled.
Yeah, someone
onto
put
it.
like some liquid from their body all over it.
Yeah, but then I was just trying so hard not to laugh for the rest of waiting in line because of what had just happened. Because I didn't want to be laughing, and also because I knew if I laughed, blood would come out of my mouth
Yeah,
again.
bubble.
Yeah.
A blood bubble.
I had a moment the other day that you guys probably might have had similar ones, kind of riffing off that. You ever had that happen where you see a lady with a stroller on the subway
Mhm.
stairs and like, I got you, and just grab
Oh,
the bottom.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Feels awesome.
It does feel
course.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Only
but then they
probably like-
swat your hand away.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, I know you.
It's like
Doing
once
that
or twice
shit.
a year I get to have that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
Well, you have to go for the right part of the stroller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
You
high
don't go
pressure.
for the
High
baby's
pressure.
head.
Yeah.
That's a bad move.
Yeah.
I've made that mistake before
Yeah.
too.
The,
Yeah.
the,
Oh, they'll just carry the stroller's heavy, so I'll let you take that. I'll
Yeah.
carry the
yeah.
baby.
Mhm.
That does feel great, but what feels even better is just walking right by them and
Yeah.
not helping them out. That feels incredible.
AirPods are
Straight
in.
up
I
the
don't hear you. I can't
Sorry.
see you.
Yeah. Oh
I'm
no.
on
I-
noise canceling
I
mode.
didn't
There
even
was-
notice.
There was one time I think I was going to Union Hall or something, and you know how like Union Station has like those like two stairs at the end, like right when you walk out.
Yeah.
I like helped the lady up and then walked away, and then she like screamed for me and was like, "Excuse me," and then pointed at the two steps. Like I forgot, and I was
Yeah.
like,
You did
well,
forget.
yeah, well, like I I
got you.
forgot, but I was like, fucking
You're almost home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
come on, just go.
Did most of it for you.
Also, it does feel maybe you're stepping in where maybe a husband should be.
Exactly.
Thank
Mhm.
Where's your husband?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would say, this really isn't my place. I shouldn't be doing this.
I really
You better,
shouldn't be
next
doing
time, you better have a husband with you.
Don't let
Don't-
anyone see me
yeah.
doing this.
I would do, I
I
would
put
help
on a
you,
mask.
but you'd fall in love with me.
Yeah.
And I can't do this right now.
Yeah.
This kid is way too young.
Speaking of huzz, you heard this going around lately?
Yes.
Huzz?
Huzz.
I'm new to this.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
learned about this the
husband.
other day. I also learned about chopped. I
Chopped,
learned
I
about
know.
both
Chopped
of these in the
and
same
huzz.
day.
At the same
Oh,
So
time.
huzz is actually short for, not even short, it's the same as hose.
Right.
Yeah.
So but I thought it was a husband
Same.
thing. But
But-
chopped means ugly.
Yeah,
I like that. I like
Yeah.
that.
I don't like that.
Did we teach you that?
Yeah,
You
we
taught- you taught me chopped
you
and
both
huzz.
of those.
Yeah.
Huzz, there's a new husband among us in Ridgewood, though. My best friend got married this morning.
Congratulations.
Wow.
Shout out
for
to
him.
Kevin.
Were
He's a
you
new
at
husband.
the
No, I
ceremony?
slept through it.
Nice.
But there's a dinner after this. I'm going to like a little dinner.
Oh, nice.
It's like,
Nice.
Where at?
casino. It's called.
Oh.
You know about this?
No.
No, I don't know
sounds-
about this.
I don't either.
nice.
It's
It
in Manhattan.
sounds like a casino to me.
I know. I was like, I guess I'll check it out. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I'll check it out for a few minutes. Yeah.
But
Sound
I
like
did.
the casino.
you have a ring there.
Yeah,
You're your husband.
I am a husband. Yeah.
I'm a huzz.
You're a husband.
I'm the
Oh,
only
huzz.
one who's not. I just
No,
have a
no
girlfriend.
huzz.
Yeah,
Nah.
girlfriend unite.
You guys are stupid.
We're boyfriends.
Nah,
You
wait,
guys are
you're
so- you guys are
boyfriends?
We're boyfriends, guys.
Wait. That would be an interesting couple, actually.
Uh,
Because usually with gay men, it's a bit of an opposites attract.
Mhm.
And I would say that you guys are a
I
little
think
too close to
Gay
each
men
other.
also a lot of time have
Or a
it's
clone,
exactly
or
the
clone.
same.
Yeah.
yes, or
I
clone.
believe they call that the urge to merge.
Urge to merge.
Oh,
Exactly.
I've
Little-
never heard
little
that
slang
before.
for you.
Wow.
I have not heard that.
I'm a
either.
slang junkie. So
Wow.
Okay, Huzz.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I'm
Huzz
learning-
was
I'm
big for
learning
you.
so much
Huzz is,
from
I'm
you
going to
today.
use Huzz.
As a slang
for,
junkie,
where are the
Huzz is
Huzz?
huge.
Yeah.
Because you've been saying hose a lot. Hose
Yeah,
this,
yeah.
hose
It's
that.
finally
That's
on
how
nice
it
to
is.
finally
Yeah,
have
yeah.
some
We gotta
other
move on.
thing to say.
Let language evolve. You know.
Huzz. Yeah, I think about that sometimes. How long? What was the last thing that's like Huzz or Chopped that really stuck around?
Bay.
Riz, big.
Riz,
Riz,
but
of
we don't.
course.
I think we do. Riz the
Riz
jury's
is still sticking around.
I'm
Yeah.
talking. I mean,
Riz is around.
you
I'm
mean
saying
like
10 plus years.
yeah, since like 2014, since
Yeah.
Vine.
Okay, let's see. What
Dude.
came around in 2014?
Do you remember when Extra became?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's gone.
It's
Mhm.
gone, but I remember when that
Extra's
came,
pretty
I was like, extra? Like what? You're an extra in a movie or something?
Yeah.
Or I didn't get it for a long time. But
That one I
obviously-
didn't really like.
But Huzz,
yeah.
you're early on.
Huzz, I'm on.
Yeah,
for
way
sure.
early on
Yeah.
Huzz.
What else we got?
All the new slang is a lot better than the slang from when I was a kid.
Yeah.
That's what I'll say. I know that for sure. When I was 2014, like in high school, when like On Fleek happened, I was like, that
Yeah,
sucks.
I
Yeah,
think
we
high
knew.
school. I
That
think
sucks.
Ratchet too.
Yeah.
Remember Ratchet?
Ratchet.
I'm
yeah.
okay with
Shit.
Ratchet. I'm okay with Ratchet.
Ratchet didn't
to me.
stick.
It
though.
didn't stick though.
I'm
yeah.
still saying ghetto.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's eventually you revert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before Ratchet, when year like 2000, we were saying ghetto all the time.
Exactly.
When we were
and then
what,
we had
3-4 years old.
Yeah, dude. That was my
We were
first
ghetto
word.
this, ghetto that.
Yeah, yeah.
Then Ratchet came around.
And now I'm saying ratchet.
I was,
reluctantly.
I was talking to my friend Matt Palmer this morning
Okay.
about this guy who's Gen Z. My cousin is Gen Z, and he says, does he think we're cringe? And I was like, I don't think they even say cringe anymore, dude.
Do they say
Oh, cringe!
I-
That
I
one is
don't-
stuck around
Yeah,
because that's an
cringe,
older.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember.
sure.
I remember that one being kind of new in high school.
The cringe
And,
compilations in
Yeah, the
2014.
cringe, I remember the cringe.
Cringe is
compilations.
definitely here to stay, but
Yeah.
like, I doubt that Gen Z says it.
I think Huzz is gone.
It's already gone.
You think so?
Yeah, I think
Since
it
we started the
left since
podcast.
we started. Man.
Yeah.
I think in the
In the
last
middle
20
of our
minutes or so.
conversation.
I'll
yeah.
be honest. I don't think it was ever really that around.
Doesn't fully.
I think it was
Integrated.
a little
Mhm.
a little blip.
I just want one. I want to come up with one slang while I'm
Yeah,
alive.
well,
before
Cameron
I die.
did.
Yeah, you're
Have
jealous
you heard of
me.
Cameron's?
Well,
No.
you definitely
Yeah, if you're a
have.
slang junkie, you probably heard this one
Well,
going
what is it?
around New York. Jungle drop.
I haven't heard that one.
Oh, you
what would
probably
you
just
guess
weren't
that-
listening.
what would
I'm
you
a
guess
wannabe
that
junkie.
means?
Jungle drop?
Yeah.
Is that something?
Here, say it in a sentence so you
Yeah,
have some
give me-
context.
Man, it's hella jungle drop out today.
Is that like bad weather, like raining or something?
Close. It's when it's really hot and really humid.
Okay.
So it's a jungle
Jungle-
drop.
What's the
Yeah.
drop part?
Well, it's just like to make it cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make it
Because
slang.
Yeah.
you could just say it's hella
It's
jungle
like a
out.
jungle.
it's not-
yeah.
I mean, I was
Yeah.
getting the Donkey Kong Country energy from
Yeah,
that,
I mean,
but
you definitely have that attached there as well.
Yeah,
it
that's
might have
kind
been
of attached
actually.
to
It might
a lot
have
of stuff.
you might have come up with that when you were playing Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
No, I think that was pre Donkey Kong. I
Really?
think that was
Because you and
before.
Julio were playing that for a long time.
We played a lot of Donkey Kong, but I think Jungle Drop was pre Donkey Kong. If I
Interesting.
But
have
I
my
always thought
timeline
drop
correct.
was like a drop of sweat.
Yeah.
You can see that's the beauty of it.
I thought it meant like,
It
you know,
is
when
a
there's
lot
like,
to
Is
be
that it is a
beautiful.
drop of sweat? Yeah.
you know, when there's
I
like
think that's
torrential
beautiful.
downpour out of nowhere.
Uh-huh.
That's what I thought the jungle drop thing was supposed to be.
That's
like,
called
No,
the devil's beating his wife.
that's rain
Nah,
during
no,
sunshine.
That's-
Rain during sunshine.
we're
Well, that's
only
what you
using
said.
new slang, man.
Well, that is old slang.
That is old slang.
But
that's
yeah,
That's
I've
old
been
Southerner
trying to
stuff.
figure out a follow up to Jungle Drop, but it's hard not to be derivative.
well,
Slang
that's the
turns
thing
into-
with slang. You can't force it. It
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
we're
Which, and
already.
Jungle Drop is just so natural.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
That
It just happens.
It
Maybe
just
that's what
happens.
we're doing. Maybe no, because again, you can't force it. I was gonna say maybe today we've got this slang expert with us.
Yeah,
This
that's what you're known for.
slangologist.
Yeah,
junkie,
man,
junkie, not
Slang
expert.
junkie. Okay.
I love it.
sucks
I
that
don't.
you can't-
Aficionado.
You can't
Yeah.
make it, but you do love it.
I love
Yeah.
it.
Love
I'm a
partaking.
fan. I'm just a
Okay.
fan. I'm just a fan.
It sucks that you can't force slang. It's just seriously Slurpee.
I don't know what that means yet, but I'm sure I will.
Right, guys?
Yeah, it's
Well,
a hella
that-
Slurpee.
Wait, wasn't there was some Fortnite like slurp chug
Chug
Chug.
Mhm.
chug
Yeah,
chug
Slurp
Jug.
juice.
Yeah.
slurp juice?
Slurp
You were
juice,
trying to
chug
get
jug.
ooey gooey going for a bit.
I've
That's
heard
not
ooey
really-
gooey.
that's
I've heard
Ooey
that.
gooey
Not
is
really
good.
slang. That
But
was
I
a
forget where you were
catchphrase.
using it for. Oh yeah,
It was
you
just
were
a
like
catchphrase
you were
of
saying
mine.
I'm so
Just a
ooey
catchphrase
gooey.
of
Tried
mine,
a lot
ooey
of
gooey.
things through
Yeah.
different. I've gone through different
I tried to
phases in my
do.
life.
I tried to do bonus for a while.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah.
had bonus.
Bonus
That
is good.
shit's bonus.
That's not
But
bad.
bonus
That
is
is a
kind of
good one.
derivative of extra.
No,
But-
bonus is
no,
like
bonus
the
is
opposite
like
of
just
Well,
bogus.
bonus is good. Extra is
Yeah.
bad.
That's true.
Bonus is like, damn,
Yeah.
that shit was bonus.
that's bonus.
That movie was
Oh,
bonus.
on Shoe?
Shoe, yeah.
Shoe.
We got we
yeah.
did shoe for a little bit. It's the
Well-
opposite of cap.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shoe.
Well-
and then there's also reverse shoe, which is
Cap.
which is a lie.
Yeah.
I heard a while ago, I've been trying to bring this into my own lexicon, is like someone will say like, it's game over. They'll be like, rap.
Oh,
Rap.
Not that's a rap. Not
But, yeah.
it's a rap.
Shortened version
Just
of that.
rap.
Wow. That's cool.
That
I
is
like
cool.
rap.
I missed that shot. Rap.
Rap.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
But I was a substitute teacher for many years in New York and Minneapolis public schools, so I got a lot of it like up close, mostly directed at me.
Nice.
Yeah.
But
Goofy.
Yeah.
Did you ever get
Oh,
to
yeah.
say like
Goofy.
you a goofy?
mostly like it was kind of in the time of like, all right, Mr. Cap-a-Lot, you know.
Oh,
that kind of thing.
you were teaching during cap?
Oh yeah,
You were
That's
Mr. Cap a
brutal.
lot.
I was
Mr.
Captain America.
Whoa.
Yeah.
These kids were torching you.
Yeah.
Oh, that was tame compared to some of the stuff I heard, but
Oh my god.
it built up a very tough exterior.
I wish
you
I
can probably
knew the
tell.
bad stuff they said so bad.
I've intercepted notes. I still got in a file.
Were they about you?
Oh yeah,
They were about you?
well, hairline, you know, everything.
They called you hairline?
No, I'm just saying like comments about it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm not going to repeat those on the pod.
I can't
but-
believe that a kid would even know what that is.
Yeah.
Oh, it's big.
I guess
I mean,
it
Yeah.
become
I
more
think
of a thing.
hairline is big.
Art that it's
Yeah.
like Huz, you know. It's just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the internet has blown everything. Like,
Yeah,
everyone can
I
get
didn't
everything.
have any awareness. I was pretty much. I had a bad hairline as a child. I didn't
Yeah.
even know what that was.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't. It
Yeah, I
wasn't
think-
wasn't a problem for me.
Yeah, hairline has definitely become more of a thing
Mhm.
in recent years.
Wow.
My mom is a teacher, so I think she's a teacher for fifth graders. So I think she mainlines a lot of the slang, but I don't think I think it goes right through her.
Yeah.
She's
I think
never
if I
brought
asked,
it home.
I think if I asked her, she wouldn't.
Your mom's
wouldn't be
never
able
come
to
home and been
recite
like, "That's Cap. You're
Yeah.
not coming home for
she did
Christmas."
she didn't.
Cameron
pick
got
it
no Huz.
up. Well, she wouldn't say that.
I
But
mean, she's an old head. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
She's been
Yeah.
in the game for a long
Exactly,
time.
yeah.
I came in fairly recently, and I had to kind of fend for myself.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Might
I
be a
feel like at
difference.
that point she has a filter to be
Yeah.
like anything that is not a normal word that I understand.
What age were the kids you were substitute teaching?
I was K-12, everything.
K-12,
So,
Wow.
Middle school is my favorite, to be honest.
Did you ever have
7th, 8th grade?
like a seventh grader after your last album came out, after Cartwheel came out, be like, "Dude, best new music"?
No. Honestly, that was kind of the end.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, that makes sense.
I would have kept going, but because we were touring so much, like I didn't hit the threshold. Like, you had to sub a certain amount of days.
Yeah.
I just missed the cutoff. I couldn't do it
Damn.
anymore.
So you never got, because if my substitute teacher had gotten a best new music when I was like in 9th grade,
Yeah.
that would have been.
Yeah. Following him.
I don't
around.
think it's the same anymore. Like I'm sure there's one or two, but like at least in
Yeah.
New York, they had no idea what
Yeah.
Pitchfork Media
Not a
was.
lot
I
of rockers
promise
in
you.
New York, dude.
Nah, not really.
I feel like that's a senior year of high school
Yeah.
vibe.
Yeah.
That's when you discover that you're
Mhm.
getting ready to go be a hipster in college.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Oh,
if
yeah.
you encounter that middle schooler, the hipster middle schooler, that's a scary kid.
Yeah, that is
that is
It's
scary.
not a kid you want to let get
You
close
don't
to
want to
you.
mess
Yeah.
with
No,
a hipster
no,
middle
no.
schooler.
You don't want to let that kid continue to exist
No.
in his current state.
But
13-year-old with a fucking grizzly bear shirt on. Get the fuck out.
yeah, the one kid that I
Kick rocks.
found out that I even played guitar, like pulled up his chair next to me, and I was like, "This cannot happen. You don't want a part of this life at all. I promise.
Run away, man.
But,
Stay in school.
Don't come near
Dude, so
me."
that has to have been the most insane, like, Spider-Man Venom thing ever, of being an educator and yet also a rocker.
Wow.
Definitely,
Anti-teacher
yeah.
rocker.
Yeah.
It
And would
is.
you say you're as a substitute teacher, you're kind of trying to steal the jobs of normal teachers. So could we consider you anti-teacher, or are you taking a pro-teacher stance?
I'm
This is
pro
very important.
pro teachers union. That's
Mhm.
all I can
Okay.
say.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
safe choice.
very
Yeah.
safe
Yeah.
for the pod. Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. No.
But the teachers themselves, if we could get maybe just one little quote about how
Right.
teachers
Or at least at
fucking
the very
suck.
least, maybe anti-homework.
Well, honestly-
Yeah, how do you feel about homework?
I
quiz.
see myself as more of like the principal in this. If you can
That's the
translate
worst
it
thing you
to-
can be,
I
though.
know. I
Principal?
have to be. I have no choice. I'm the
Oh
principal.
my
I'm gonna
god,
scoot
But
my
I,
chair
you know,
away.
I
Yeah,
bring
I don't-
teachers in, and
that shit's going on Fader tomorrow.
yeah, the teachers.
Hotline TNT calls himself a principal.
I'm like the administrator of shoegaze. That's
Oh,
what
okay. I like that.
See? I just brought it back.
That yeah,
Yeah,
you're
here we
back.
go.
You're back in a big way.
But number one thing, you can't take your anger out on the students,
Mm.
aka the audience.
Oh wow.
So
You really got a handle on this.
Yeah.
shit.
This is a new metaphor I've been
Wow.
I've been tweaking in the studio.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
It's
they're
a
learning your songs.
Wow. The
Yeah.
songs are the lessons.
Songs and
Mhm.
lessons. That's what they call them.
Some songs have a lesson.
Did you? Here's an actual question about your career in life.
Shoot.
When I think I met you when Jack and Eric directed that music video.
Yeah.
Did you ever tell them maybe to not put the clip of me taking a shit on the toilet in that?
I
Or
had
was
noth-
that you had nothing to
nothing
they
to
didn't
do
send
with
it to
it.
you for notes, and you were like, hey, maybe not that guy having a
I
shit out. I think my penis is
Your
out.
penis is out. Yeah.
My penis is
your,
out.
Your pants
I-
are all the way down.
I didn't fake it. I just was.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't shit.
I
but
didn't know
farted,
that
actually
didn't know that clip even existed until
until it was on YouTube.
Premiere, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Literally.
Getting messages from people that I know from high school are saying, "Why are you in this music video taking a shit?"
Really?
Yeah.
every single show we play now, at least one person says like Joy Tactics. That's why I'm here. So
Wow.
we're hoping for. I want 3
Okay.
for every pod
You can
pod
get
about
some-
list.
you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
You're gonna
well-
get some weird and young people.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's.
I don't know what kind of people are coming out off of the Joy Tactics.
The people. Well,
This is a younger audience.
Joy Tactics
This is
has the. Do the Joy
a
Tactics
shyer
guy have
audience,
like
maybe.
the Patagonia quarter zip on and shit? That's
You
how-
think they're all CEO
They
Brian
kind of.
Thompson?
Yeah. Kind of. I've been to one of their live shows. That is a little bit their crap.
They all have Bluetooth earpieces.
The people who listen to this show are, I think, more listening to the like music.
Mhm.
Right.
You know
So
what
yeah,
I'm saying?
more in touch with the youth culture.
Yeah, they're a
Yeah.
little.
Yeah. It's.
Do you like that stuff?
What are you talking about exactly?
I don't really know.
You're talking
The
about
music that
like
goes
Xavier
What's-
So Based.
Dude, who's the new one? There's like the new the
Oh, Netspend,
Netspend. There was like
Osama-san.
I got
He's
I
into
got a
this.
message
Yeah.
from my MBA group chat with like
Yeah.
a cover of every like the new freshman class.
Oh yeah.
Who are the guys?
Uh,
Netspend.
Double
XL?
I know Netspend.
The only
is
clip
the
I
double
saw of the double XL
Why
thing
didn't
was
you get an invite?
yeah. You
I-
should have been on there,
I
That
turned
would've
it down.
dude. You
Yeah.
and Ian chopping it up.
Ian, that's the one. I haven't listened to it yet, but I know
I
about it.
haven't either. He
Yeah.
looks like my friend Tyler,
Okay.
so
Yeah,
it makes me laugh every time I see it.
Jesse Feynman tries to put me on.
Oh
to all
yeah.
this
shit!
stuff. but-
Jello, Leangelo Ball.
Okay. Yes, that's why I was in the NBA chat.
So that's sick.
yeah.
I listened to that song the other
Not
day. I
bad.
played it for my wife, and I was like, "How old do you think this is?" She said it was. She thought it was 25 years old. She thought it came out in 2000. I was like, "No, came out this year."
Okay. I gotta check it
Laser
out.
dim 7000.
That sounds like something Jesse would put you onto.
He probably tries.
Yeah.
I feel there's a filter.
Yeah.
For me when I see the text.
Ray Vaughn. Kind of
Don't know that one.
a. I don't know
Yeah,
that one.
me neither.
Samara Sin. Nino Paid. Low Shimmy. 1900 Rugrat. I know him.
Oh, I've
I like
heard
that name. That's cool.
YTB Fat.
Nope.
Baby Chief Do It.
Uh huh.
Ian.
These are real names. You're
Yeah.
not- Okay.
And Eam Triplin.
Who was the guy that was in jail? Did you see the only clip I saw is the clip of Ian doing his freestyle, and then they cut to a guy doing his freestyle from jail. Did
I
you
didn't
guys
see
see
it.
this?
No. That's
I've
cool,
not,
though.
I've not kept up.
Yeah, it's been many
Yeah,
years.
It's
been a
just
minute.
so you know what Ian looks like, right?
Yeah, I know-
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
what
So
he
it's just
looks
so
like.
funny that it's like that guy, and then like a guy actually in jail.
Yeah,
It's just like the
should put Ian in jail.
we should
Yeah.
put Ian in jail.
Yeah,
I'm sick
yeah.
of his damn music.
Well,
I
actually,
don't
I've
like the
never
name.
heard any of
Hate the
them.
name.
I
Sick
don't
of him.
like the name very much.
Yeah.
Netspend is a good name.
Netspend is a
great
really
name.
good
and the
name.
Rugrat one I like.
Yeah.
I mean, Netspin.
Who's that one?
I've never listened
I
to the
like
album,
that
but
all
the
their
album
names-
name
Badass Fucking Kid.
Badass Fucking Kid is a
Yeah.
coolest
Yeah.
album name.
That's the
What's
name of
the
Yeah, I
There's-
like that they all have letters and numbers. in
yeah
them now. I like
Block
that that's
40
the new
Spaz?
thing.
Have you seen that name?
No,
It's spelled so cool. I
they
haven't
are
listened
really
to a
doing
song,
cool
but
things nowadays with the names.
it's spelled cool.
Why didn't you go with one of those types of names?
Well,
Yeah.
we did.
Dude,
we
he did. TNT.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess that is.
We kind of started it in a way.
Oh
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. It was kind of our thing. But
You replaced the zero.
I'm not
the O with
surprised.
the zero.
Yeah, it caught on. And that's fine. You know, I didn't,
Yeah,
I
have
didn't
you
try that.
have you ever considered replacing the O with a zero?
I haven't thought about that.
Well, maybe you
but
will
Maybe
now.
the
Yeah.
I with a 1 would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well, actually, this is something we have to show you.
Oh yeah.
So,
Oh yeah, I drew this the other day.
do you think
what
that
do you
looks
think
cool?
this as it like an album art for like a rock
That
album?
you asked me if the song titles were hard. This is the real,
That's
the most important, just as important as the music.
I think you
is
have
the
great
visual.
album art.
Thank
so
you.
I was just thinking, but I was thinking like, you know, especially the new one has there's a lot of colors and stuff.
Yep.
Mhm.
Something real simple. You know, this is a piece of dynamite or is originally a firework.
Yep.
And then that's like maybe a frog,
Looks like a frog.
Goofy
I would have
frog.
thought. Yeah.
a goofy frog. Do you think that this would like any band, maybe even you guys would use something like this
Someone will
someday?
Yeah.
definitely.
You
I
think
mean,
this is a good album art.
this, based on our previous body of work, I think would be a left turn that would get people's attention.
So
For
that sounds like a huge positive.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
something that you
And
the whole
you maybe
point
would
is-
be willing to pay a lot of money to use.
Uh-huh.
I'm
something
not.
like
No,
this.
I mean, no.
Well, I'm
come
asking
on,
if
don't-
you
Yeah.
really. I'm not
Okay.
asking. I mean,
You're supposed to get.
Well,
them
I'll
the-
send it to the record company. It's
Okay.
all everything goes through them.
And what's their email?
It's Jack White at Third Man, I think. But
This I
Um,
think is great because he also has you can't really tell if his expression is happy or sad.
yeah. Wow.
Which I think
Besides
is
the
really-
smile. But if
really-
you cover up his smile, then yeah, it's hard to
Well,
tell.
a frog is very, I think now it's a little safer, but for a while it was pretty hot to have.
To have
Yeah.
a frog.
And by hot, I mean like edgy.
Oh,
Yeah.
true,
You know what I mean?
because of
Yeah,
Pepe the
exactly.
frog.
Oh,
wow.
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even
Keaty.
think.
Oh,
about
we've
Keaty.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Our whole thing was
Oh,
a
yeah.
frog.
Yeah, we have a
Yeah,
frog
that's,
logo.
that's Sullivan.
I
But-
wish I would have looked behind me
But
before
he's
I agreed
not.
to do this.
I mean, I know he has like a bowler hat on, but he's not like he doesn't hate women.
that's
or
not
anything.
Pepe.
Yeah. No.
He's a different.
Also-
kind
I
of
didn't
frog.
even make the Pepe connection there
Yeah.
with Sullivan.
There's a
Who's
frog.
Sullivan?
It's been like 6 years we've been running with that.
I mean, it's fine now. Like I said, I think
Yeah.
it's
I think
died
we're
down
past
a bit.
that. I think
Yeah.
we're past.
There was a
that.
documentary.
I saw
Yeah,
the
me too.
documentary.
Yeah.
I'm a
And
big Matt Fury fan from I used to work in a comic store, and I mean,
I
it's a sad story.
I liked him, but he was a little bit too weepy in that documentary.
Yeah.
for me.
And
I it was like
it is. Yeah.
you
It is.
know.
It's one of those things where it's like, man, yeah, that does suck, but
there's nothing you can do.
there
Maybe
is. Yeah, it's just
draw-
how the world
over.
is.
draw like a donut
It's-
with
it's-
eyes now.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
so over.
Yeah,
it's
just draw your
completely
But now it's
over.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just wait it out.
Yeah,
Just had to
yeah,
wait it
yeah.
out.
Donut with eyes though. That's a good idea.
See, I should have
Um,
been a cartoonist.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
back to this, this you said it's a stick of dynamite
Well, yeah, or a firework. It was
because that's an immediate no go for me.
okay. Why is
And
it?
just
'cause
like
TNT?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Every time,
But don't
I-
you want to lean into that a little bit
No.
and maybe have like a full just
A mascot.
Maybe
comes
a
out and
mascot.
just think
We have a
idea.
mascot.
A telephone attached to TNT.
Every
See, that
time
would
someone
come
makes a
badass with
poster,
that.
I send like a blacklist of like
Yeah.
no TNT, no telephones, no NBA,
Mm.
and because they all think like you're the basketball guy, right? You got to put the basketball on the,
Mm.
It's like once they find out you like something, they think it's all you want to do ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Have you ever made an album art for yourself?
Not with this band.
No.
No album art. I tend to outsource,
Okay.
but I'm kind of a director. I'm the administrator.
Administrator, the
Yeah.
principal, as you
Yeah,
said
exactly.
previously.
I dole
Yeah.
things out.
I would say we have a kind of a triple principal operation over
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. And then one student.
One student, which is
Julio.
Julio.
Yeah.
Oh, is he still here?
Yeah,
He sticks around the whole time.
yeah.
He's clicking
And he
all
also
these
produces
cameras.
Joy Tactics. Can you believe
Yeah.
that?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. The illusion of choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't
No
know that.
matter
trying to
what
get him
you fucking
to
listen
quit
to,
or
it's,
get him fired.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're trying to get him
Yeah.
fired.
Yeah.
Really,
We have
really
been trying to
bad.
get him fired from there for a while. now.
And also I've been trying to kind of just influence him and torture him in ways that make the quality of Joy Tactics worse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
and
keep 'em up late.
also
Yeah.
it turns out ours also gets worse as
Yeah.
you do that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
Well,
like,
that's
you
not
know,
so big a deal.
yeah, exactly.
to
People
me.
don't even
I
notice.
don't care
Yeah.
about their quality.
I mean, you can't go any farther than rock bottom.
Right. It's mutually assured destruction. I want if it means I have to bring us down to
Yeah.
take
As long
Joy
as you're-
Tactics down,
Yeah, tear him
Yeah.
down.
do it. Yeah.
I've heard they've been ghosting on guests. Like
Really?
have things
Oh.
set up and then
That
just
doesn't surprise me.
yeah.
No,
I mean,
yeah,
none
it
of us.
seems
And that's a pattern of
Typical
behavior as
behavior.
well.
Now that
Yeah.
Jack and them are all Hollywood. Well,
Yeah.
Jack's not.
Jack's there. I was gonna say
No.
The
I picked the one guy who's not Hollywood.
I was gonna say the LA Fleas.
Yeah.
Um,
So, did you grow up listening to the Red Hot Chili Peppers?
I did. Yeah.
Me too, man. Why do people get so mean
That's
about
a great
that band?
question.
No, they're pretty well beloved in my circles.
Mhm.
Dude, everybody I hang out with is always saying this is crap
Nah.
when I say that I like
We got to
that
get you
crap.
back. Get out of this circle and join.
Dude, I need to
ours.
be on the West Coast.
Yeah.
I need to be on the West
It's
Coast.
What's
probably-
your
it's probably
What's your
the
first
problem.
memory of Californication album?
So, okay.
I don't know.
Still
I was
haven't.
not into
Can
them.
I don't know much about Red Hot Chili Peppers. What album is Under the Bridge on?
That is
Mother's Milk, I think.
That's the first Red Hot Chili Peppers song I remember hearing. And I remember it was on in a restaurant and I liked it. And I was like, oh, this sounds good. What is this? And my dad was like, it's the Red Hot
Yeah,
Chili
what
Peppers.
is that attitude about?
Well, he's a hipster.
Yeah.
He's a full hipster.
But
His
why
dad
weren't
loves,
they
like, Neutral Milk
accepted?
Hotel.
Why aren't they accepted into hipsterness?
His dad loves like Neutral Milk Hotel and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
grew up listening to.
That's for me like a blacklist.
Really?
Band. I can't listen to that band.
Wow.
No offense to your dad.
No,
I
that's
don't know,
okay.
but
He'll probably listen to this and he'll hear you say that.
DM me. We can talk. But
I would
think
like
one
to,
of those
I would
guys.
love to
Speaking
see a
of
debate.
allegations, wasn't there something coming out about those guys recently?
I don't know.
I mean,
I
I
don't
have
know.
not kept up with
Let's
them.
start that rumor if not already. But
There was the allegation that he time traveled to marry Anne Frank.
yeah.
That
Yeah.
was the allegation
Not
back
okay.
in the day.
That album
That's
should have ended
not
with
right.
a song called "Me Inventing a Time Machine." And it's just a bunch of beep, boop, 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 beep.
Yeah.
God,
Really,
it
a
works.
bunch of just like drills and cranks.
Yeah, they
It's
did,
ready.
and then they did the next album. They do a techno album. They travel to the future by accident.
Yeah, we accidentally
We're done with all that fucking bullshit.
we actually
about
traveled
that,
to 2042.
yeah.
Not that far ahead, but
I'm
We
in
actually,
love with a robot.
We played with
you, robot. Anyway,
we played with a steampunk band a while ago.
Yeah.
It was
That's cool.
Leonardo da Vinci was the guitar player, like literally.
whoa,
Whoa.
Yeah, like
he's hella famous.
yeah.
That is a famous guy.
I mean
yeah.
that's
he's old as fuck.
Did
I
he
didn't
have
realize
a
that was. Yeah.
crazy guitar? He probably didn't.
He had like the the steampunk goggles, like all that stuff. I was like,
What band is this?
there's something. It was like something like Time Cops or Time
Okay.
Warriors, something like that. But they were all time travelers.
Oh.
I didn't realize they were just playing. It was in Las Vegas too.
So is
Oh, that's
Leonardo da
cool.
Vinci on the lead?
He was the only one I met, so I
Oh,
didn't
okay.
catch the other guys.
But could you kind of tell what they were?
If I had given it, like I didn't even watch the set, you know. I was
Oh,
kinda like,
come
I'm,
on,
I'm
dude.
in the green room, like
Yeah,
Imagine
please.
if you had
Yeah.
watched it and you'd been
Yeah.
like, "We have to get these guys signed."
I just didn't know Da Vinci was involved.
one
so,
of the best bands ever.
yeah.
You never know where
Yeah.
talent is hidden.
Well, yeah, the other members of the band might just not be famous people. Just
Yeah, that's true.
Well,
Just
also
other time travelers.
Leonardo da Vinci, it's like I think your time could be better served elsewhere
Yeah.
than making music.
than music. Yeah,
Yeah.
This
He's
is,
not even famous for
Well-
music.
This is what his path led him to, I guess. I think
Yeah.
kinda
he
got
took
stuck.
apart pregnant women's bodies.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
and
he
he
did.
did dead body machines as well.
That's kind of like a guitar.
And he drew naked men.
He did draw a naked man, a
And he said-
very famous
Yeah, oh,
naked man.
And that he drew a naked man with an extremely detailed penis and went, "Oh no, I'm drawing circles. Oh, what are you doing there, Leo? Oh, I'm doing triangle."
Someone caught him just putting that thing on his face and falling asleep. Like, oh,
the hell is this?
look, he's in a circle.
Yeah, his
I-
arms can.
Look, his arms
His
are
arms are-
up. How crazy is
Did he-
that?
Did he sculpt or paint? Just paint.
no.
He
Yeah, I
was an
think just
inventor.
Inventor.
He would draw and he would invent.
He's okay.
He
But he
tried
did
to
some
make a
painting.
flying machine. Yeah, I think he paint. Yeah, he did paint too.
He did some pretty famous
Oh,
things.
yeah.
He did
Mona
actually.
Okay.
You're completely right.
So he's more of a science side.
He
of
was
things.
the Renaissance man.
Right.
He
Truly.
was the
He was
Renaissance.
perhaps the
Capital
Renaissance
T.
man.
Yeah.
But he
Yeah.
didn't. I don't think he made music, as far as
No,
we know.
as
Until
far
now.
as I know.
Until now.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't have CD back then.
But
so
they
it's hard
had
to keep the music
they
around.
had lutes and lyres and
Yeah.
Lyres?
yeah.
Was
It's
that
like
an
a lute.
instrument?
It's
like a
basically
lute.
No,
Oh.
I brought a CD for you guys. I forgot.
Oh.
I think,
Whoa.
for the show.
I'm
What is
excited
this
for
shit?
this CD.
Just one CD.
Oh.
Oh, thank you.
Oh
You guys
yeah.
have-
Go check this out. Raspberry
Yeah.
Moon.
Yeah, the record company wants me to just bring it for the
That, no,
promotional
that's
item,
that's
so.
perfectly
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
understandable. See, that's a good album cover.
That is a
Yeah.
good album cover.
Oh, and a great back.
Yeah, the back's
Yeah.
the best part.
The
I love
back
it.
is
No,
incredible.
the front
This
is
a
cool
perfect purple.
I like the thing in the middle.
too. The middle's sweet too.
The album.
Yeah, but if you notice on the front, like the crack thing,
Yeah.
like it's crackle. It's kind of like, in retrospect, sort of looks like a cum stain, actually.
Yeah.
What kind of cum
Your
are you
cum
shooting?
looks like that.
Because if you have a
Well,
spider web cum,
Yeah, that's
You
what it's
might
like.
With a
wanna-
little red
you
crescent.
might wanna
in the
get
I
middle.
checked
think
for a
you're gonna
symbiote.
see some more promotional items over the next few weeks.
Maybe
in
a cum
Ridgewood.
shot.
You're gonna see what I'm talking about. We can maybe display that behind us or something once
Here,
it drops. But
I can put
jungle
this
drop.
right
Wait a minute.
there. Is it? What?
Yeah, it's
Oh, that's
Oh,
Wow,
smart as
that's
fuck.
fucking genius.
That's smart as fuck. And here's what the album
Yeah.
could have been if
Yeah.
you had been
exactly.
Trying
if
to
you
get
had
the
thought
comparison.
about it at
Let's-
all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
A
could've
and B.
been- I mean,
A, B.
you know, it's a tough choice, but I got to go with my
Well,
own.
ours is much bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't fit.
Maybe for the LP.
Yeah. Well, that's
You
the only
could do
reason you
this.
want LPs because the
Because
art's
album
bigger.
art, it's just
yeah,
a big
looks
art.
I
better.
can finally
Yeah.
see the art.
Who gives
Finally.
a fuck about
God,
that?
yeah.
I don't even know what that thing in the middle is. A tag or
Nobody
something.
nobody
Price
listens to
tag.
records. They just
Oh, fuck no.
it's cool to have.
Do you
them.
remember when Urban Outfitters first became aware? You were aware of it, and they always had the Dr. Dre Chronic for like $50
Yeah.
at the
The
front
double
of that
the
shit.
double LP collector's edition for
They
some
would have
reason.
whatever the last 3 albums that people liked were, and then
And
it
the
was always
vinyl's
the
green.
Chronic.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looked
The
like
vinyl's
shit.
green like weed.
Yeah, I think I first saw Urban Outfitters in Vancouver, where I went to college.
Where'd you go to college in Vancouver?
Started at University of British Columbia,
Mhm.
dropped out quickly thereafter.
What's it like dropping out in Canada?
Because
Because then you're just like, fuck, I'm in fucking Canada.
yeah, I mean, my
What's this
plan
about?
was to stay for 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think the border guard knew right when I got there. He was like, he's not going to make it. And they
Couldn't
like
hack it in Canada.
they gave me a 1-year visa.
Yeah.
So
Where are you
I-
from?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Yeah,
Okay.
small town Wisconsin.
Oh, that's far from Vancouver, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never stepped foot in Canada until I went to
Ah.
college,
Until you
so.
got into college.
Yep.
You didn't tour it or anything? You just said I'm going?
I did, yeah, I went on a tour.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
I did do one
So,
tour.
okay.
I lied. Yeah, but
So I
like
caught you in
pretty
a lie.
pretty much. Like I didn't.
Yeah,
it
for
wasn't like,
sure.
oh, we're right on the border in Wisconsin. Let's go up to Canada.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
wasn't like that.
Yeah, for
Isn't
sure.
that what- don't people in Detroit often go
Yeah.
up there for school and stuff?
That's also that's a New Hampshire thing. Your 18th birthday, you go up to Montreal.
Yep.
and fucking
Mhm.
drink.
Yeah, you drink a beer.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
Drink one beer, drive back all the way back down.
That's right.
4-hour drive.
You drink one beer and leave?
Yeah, 4-hour drive.
Did you do that?
No. I went
Because
to Hampton
you're a
Beach.
loser?
No, I didn't have any money back then.
Loser.
The drinking age in BC was 19, so that trick wouldn't
Ah.
have worked where I was.
So wait, the timing of that kind of sounds like you got to college and then you were allowed to drink and you immediately dropped out.
That's right, because I'm still straight edge to this point. to
Oh,
this
you
day.
wow.
straight edge to
Never.
this day.
Yeah, womb to tomb.
Gotcha.
Never had
So
a doubt.
are you into like photography and stuff?
Photography.
I feel like every straight edge guy I know gets into photography. It's
probably.
like,
Yeah.
Thank God I'm not.
Snacks.
But,
yeah, snacks. Love
Yeah.
snacks.
We talked
Yeah.
about this already.
Yeah.
love
Snacks and yeah.
There's always something
Yeah,
with the straight
yeah,
edge
yeah,
people. Yeah.
Caffeine.
Soda.
I know
Mhm.
fucking
Celsius.
Yeah.
Soda,
straight
yeah.
edge guys I know go fucking insane for caffeine.
I know.
Yeah.
And they
Don't you realize that's also a drug?
they get a little
It's Wisconsin straight edge.
yeah.
Okay. Yep. When I was growing up, I was vegan and I was like vegan straight edge, like claimed that.
Yeah.
And then my brother told me that part of being straight edge is that you can never have sex as long as
Right.
you live.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
You
that was,
broke because of
I
that.
broke it at 15.
Yeah.
I'm still with it. Like same.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Jill and I don't.
Oh,
nothing
thank
like
God.
that.
Yeah. Oh, thank God.
Until we're married.
What was
obviously.
that? What that was that actually part of the original thing?
No,
Yeah,
I
so
don't
it's-
think so.
you
Well,
cannot
yeah, it was
have
in the
sex?
song. Yeah.
Oh,
It's in the
yeah.
song.
Don't-
Don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's because he was trying to be a cool kid.
Well, it wasn't. He was. The song wasn't like I'm starting the straight edge movement.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But that was the original
Yeah.
thing was.
But
yeah.
message boards back in the day, like would kind of like have like it's kind of like a Bible like interpretation.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah,
well,
they
what do
would
you mean by
argue.
fuck?
Exactly.
You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
well, yeah,
So-
that was what I heard was that the interpretation was that I don't have casual
promiscuous.
sex.
Yeah.
Promiscuous
Yeah.
casual sex. Okay. Gotcha.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So if they had said in that song and I jump off a bridge, would you do that too?
Well, it's open to interpretation. You know,
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
like what is a bridge?
Well, that's a good point. Bungee
Yeah.
jumping could have
Exactly.
been that
Yeah.
part of that as well.
So is TNT a straight edge band?
Renailed.
Most of us are. There's
Well-
one person in the band drinks alcohol.
No
Everybody
X
else-
on the ends though.
What's up?
No X's on the ends.
No,
Yeah.
Hmm.
no. Our email address
Okay.
X Hotline TNTX
Okay.
gmail.com.
Sick.
I think getting to use the X is the coolest part.
Yeah.
That's what I would
Yeah.
abuse the X.
Yeah,
There's-
exactly. If
I
I
mean-
was straight edge, I would have the X on fucking everything. I would
Oh,
tattoo
yeah.
it on my forehead.
What's
Yeah.
that watch? Like it was like the Swatch
Swatch.
watch.
Yeah,
Yeah, a
with the
lot
X
of
on
those.
it.
See a
Yeah.
lot of those
Yeah.
to this day.
I think
actually.
the
Those are
real
cool.
online boy has one of those.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
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 He has
Oh,
one
yeah.
of those. He's got one of those.
That was what's that? The fucking what it was like Earth Crisis was straight edge,
Yep.
and then Project X.
Yep.
That was the one where I was like, they named themselves after the damn movie.
yeah. Which the movie is far from.
No.
Yeah,
no,
no,
it's about the
But
opposite.
There's
Yeah, it's the
other
exact
ones too.
opposite.
I'm not even part of straight edge culture to be honest
Yeah.
with you. But
Yeah.
like there's like X-Files X was one.
Mm.
It was a pretty cool band name.
That is a
That
good
is a
band
cool
name.
band
They
name.
do. I mean, whenever they use the X, it's always
The X
so
is
cool.
awesome, man.
Yeah.
Um,
Project X.
Yeah.
Weapon X
That's my
Weapon
favorite
X.
one.
X Weapon X. I was gonna
Yeah.
say,
Yeah.
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 And that's cool because when they say their band name, they just say Weapon X.
That's right.
But they
Which
write
is
it
like the
X
Wolverine.
Weapon X.
Yeah.
Weapon
that's
X
fire.
is a cool name.
Weapon X
Yeah.
is so sick.
Anything with weapons is just cool.
Yeah,
I
Weapon.
like Weapon.
Yeah.
Living Weapon.
Mm-hmm.
That's another band. I didn't know what straight edge was when I was a kid, but if I had, I would have been 100%.
You would have gotten on.
I basically independently invented straight edge to myself
Yeah.
until I was like 17 or 18.
Because of sensitive stomach.
I had no. I literally had to say I was like, it's fucked up to do this to your body, and I'm not going to do
Whoa.
it. And then I
Same.
just didn't know it was a thing. And
Yeah.
if I had found out it was a thing, I would have changed. I would have had a completely different life path. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah,
I think
that would've been-
it's a nuclear bomb to find out that there are like thousands of people who think in the same crazy way as you. if
And they
you're a
make really
teenager.
cool music.
Yeah, exactly, and they're like badass.
Yeah.
It would-
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what I was thinking is that you haven't done one of those pitchfork over-unders, right?
Well, actually, we did.
You
But
did?
They never aired it.
Oh,
They never aired
really?
it, yeah.
You guys
'cause
went to
That's
to
perfect.
Blue?
We dissed another band that was on. It was at
Can you
Pitchfork
say?
Fest.
don't
I
have
thought
to.
we went pretty light on them. It was
Yeah.
a light toasting, but we
Okay.
were upset that they got billed over us on the fest.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
And I thought it was kind of like,
Major Laser.
we're into like we like to be like the pro wrestling, like,
Yeah, of course.
you know,
I
flex on
love
people.
that.
I thought
Yeah.
people want
By
to
the
see
way,
that.
that's not when we talk about Joy Tactics. We are not doing that. It's genuine
It's
hate.
real.
I'd just like to say that.
Yeah. But they asked us like overrated or underrated, Feeble Little Horse. And we were all just
Oh, that's their fault for asking that
like,
question.
yeah, like, what do you want us to say? They're
Yeah.
underrated? Come on.
Yeah,
So
that's
yeah,
funny.
we did give them a light toasting, which never made the final cut. But yeah. It's all
Any-
love.
Anything else? Anything
There
else they
was
asked,
that
or
was the
no?
one I remember, but they
Did
did
they
asked a few
strike down
things.
the entire over under off of that, or they just cut
I don't
that
know.
out?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Pick up the cameras, walk away from you.
That was the last one, and they
They
did
were
like
recording it.
one of our managers was like right off camera, like watching us, and she was just like,
Don't talk shit. All right, well, let's
but,
see if we can
yeah.
give you an overrated, underrated.
Yeah. Because that's what. Yeah, I got one.
Okay.
The Wiggles.
that's a band too.
Hey, yo, the Wiggles.
You don't know the Wiggles?
I'm
Obviously-
talking blue, red, green.
Murray, Greg, Jeff.
I don't know.
Captain Feathersword.
I'm
Dorothy?
Not, you guys are stumping me right
Big
now.
red
Are
car.
you serious?
You never
Wait,
heard
hold
Big
on.
Red.
Fruit salad?
Pull
Yummy,
up
yummy.
fruit salad right now. We
Fruit
need to. We need them to
salad?
hear this.
That's
Yummy,
crazy.
Is this like a
yummy.
puppet thing or what?
It's a.
There
Kids,
was
children's-
one time that they were puppets.
Really?
I don't know what this is.
Was they a puppet?
This
There's
is-
a whole point your finger and
These
do the
guys?
twist.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's crazy to me.
So that's. I didn't even know this. They are certified underrated. I would.
I
say.
guess
Yeah.
they must be. They're
If
not on my
that-
radar at all.
That's crazy.
Not on my radar.
you should check them out because I think they might have some serious influence on whatever your next music.
Okay.
Huge
Add it to
turn.
my playlist. Yeah.
Huge turn into Wiggles.
It's the
territory.
album art right there.
That is a great album art for any album.
Yeah.
even.
It's this album art. Just all the songs are just itsy bitsy spiders.
Well, it's Bitsy Spider. That's a cover they do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
the vibe.
The
I missed the
vibe.
Wiggles.
The vibe.
The vibe is great. What do they usually ask in that?
They
in
just ask.
those?
Yeah,
There
they
would be
ask
like
random
peanut
stuff.
butter sandwich.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Which well, let's hear it.
peanut butter sandwich.
I would
Just
say
peanut butter.
Underrated. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I do straight peanut butter. I was pretty afraid of jelly when I was a
Yeah.
kid.
Afraid of
Afraid of
jelly.
Like, very picky.
Okay.
Mhm.
So,
But,
yeah, the jelly.
Not afraid, but grossed out.
yeah,
Yeah.
just
Okay.
peanut butter's fine. Let's
Yeah.
leave
Did
it right
you
there.
did you have goober at all? You ever have a goober?
I hate
That's
goober.
the mix.
Yeah.
Mix up.
I
Yeah.
also
I
hate
ate
it.
so much goober as a kid.
I never ate
can't
it.
do
I just didn't like how it looked.
In the jar.
Fluff or nutter.
Yeah.
I think
was
it looks
like,
it
they
looks
have to be
cool to me.
separate.
Like they're kind of like stripes, right?
Mm.
It
That-
is
that was
cool.
like,
It's a great design.
Nah, just
It-
get them separate.
But also,
You ever have a
use
Fluffernutter growing up?
Fluffernutter is
Uh-huh.
amazing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you use so much more peanut
Oh,
butter
yeah.
than jelly in a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It makes no sense for it to be 1-to-1
Equal.
ratio.
yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's what
I
always
like
pisses me
when it
off
has a
with
lot of
goober.
jelly.
Dude,
I
you're
do like the
fucking
jelly.
alone in every way.
What about Uncrustables?
Uncrustables, I never got into them.
Mm.
Okay.
I'm
I
gonna
never
say
figured them out.
way underrated. The
Yeah.
Uncrustable.
Really?
Those
I
are
feel
awesome.
like, well, it's
Why are they
because obviously
frozen?
this is the dividing line of doesn't like them, likes them, but I feel like they're overrated.
No, dude, they're
I
underrated.
feel like people are always talking about them.
and
Yeah.
the thing is about
They are
Uncrustables
always
that
talking
you
about
keep them frozen. And
I
you're
know
supposed
this
to
is what
put 'em in-
everyone who likes Uncrustables said. There's always the trick.
Yeah.
What's
It's
the trick?
They
What's
go,
the
you
trick?
can actually make it
you
delicious by
still eat
freezing
them when
it.
they're
Yeah. Why
about-
freeze it? Just put it in the
they're-
fridge.
They're still about 30% frozen because you're supposed to
I'm with-
put them
I'm with
in.
that.
You're supposed to freeze them and then in a lunchbox they thaw.
This is
throughout
what
the day.
every Uncrustable
But
fan
then-
has
An
a
Uncrustable
numbered
boy?
list of what you have to do.
Are
Are you
middle
calling
of
me
the
an Uncrustable?
Yeah,
the
you are
middle of the
Uncrustable.
Uncrustable always gets thin, always gets thinned out because of the lunchbox, and then you
Okay.
take your first bite, and then it's jelly up the top.
Okay.
I like them also like 70% frozen.
Yeah.
When I was at summer camp is when I
you want a
had 'em.
snap of the peanut butter?
Yeah, they like were in the freezer, the big walk-in freezer in the
Yeah.
cooler freezer. Yeah, walk-in freezer, And we like went on like a field trip, and by the time we got to lunch, they were still pretty cold.
Yeah. They're nice.
Awesome.
They're refreshing.
Yeah, very
Yeah, it's like
refreshing.
a
Summer
peanut butter
summer snack.
I don't
chip.
fully dislike them. I just never understood it really.
Overrated for you.
Yeah, overrated.
I would also say overrated.
And I would say the overrated is more because of the uncrustaboids online.
Yep, exactly. I'm sick of these uncrustaboids.
Yeah.
I'm not.
They
an
also never
Uncrustaboid.
branch out. They never
not
go
Uncrustaboid.
apricot or any other kinds of jam.
No.
Well,
tropical.
that's fair. That they could have different.
Yeah.
They might.
I've only ever had the strawberry and the grape.
Yeah,
That's
that's
two,
the only two
personally.
I've seen is
That's two.
strawberry and grape.
That's a branch.
Yeah, but
That's
love to see-
Mario and Luigi. We got to get a
love to
Wario
see
and
a red raspberry.
Luigi.
I'd love to see a red
Yeah,
raspberry.
we need a green one and a purple
Dude,
one.
yeah.
we have a
Speaking of
purple one.
what's with this? Why did Zorhan say Nintendo Switch heads? You
I
know
don't know.
What does that
Yeah.
mean?
I don't.
Why
I
did
have
he
no
say that?
idea.
Either. I don't know.
I think he probably just knows his audience better than even anybody possibly
yeah.
can.
We are talking about it right now.
That's true.
So it's
Nintendo Switch.
it's
I mean, it
viral.
got our attention.
Yeah.
exactly.
It's one of those things that keep his name in your mouth.
And
Uh-huh.
yeah.
now whenever you play Nintendo Switch,
You
you're gonna
think-
be
I'm
Yeah.
thinking about him. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But when he said it, I was just kind of like,
Subliminal
What
message.
Did he just
What
say
did he say?
Nintendo Switch?
It felt like
Hello,
a secret
Switchoids.
message.
Switch heads.
Hello, Switchoids.
Yeah,
Come vote for me.
He
There's
should have.
some
He should have
serious
called his
Switchoids
supporters Zoids. That would have been.
that
cool.
would have been
The
cool as
Zoids.
fuck. Zoids. We are gonna start that.
Yeah.
Zoids is
There's the
so
slang. There's the
as a
slang.
positive.
Evolution right
Yeah.
there.
That is actually
Zoids.
good slang.
Yeah.
Zoids, Zoran
Zoran,
heads, or
Zoran
Zoids.
heads or Zoids.
Zoe heads. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something.
We
I
got
thought it'd be kind of cool to just call him Big Z.
Big
Yeah,
Z.
Big
cool.
Z's good
That
too.
is cool.
Is that already happening?
What was his?
I haven't
It is
seen
now.
Has his rap name been public?
I haven't
Yeah.
seen it.
Oh yeah.
What was
yeah,
his
yeah.
rap name?
Whoops.
Money Donnie.
No,
That's what I would've called
it's
him.
some
Money
Mr.
Donnie?
It's Mr. something.
Mr. Z.
What is it?
I don't know.
Please
I
cut
didn't
this. I don't remember, but I voted for him.
Let's see. I have
It's
to figure out what
Mr.
his
something.
rap
I don't want to misspeak right now.
Do you remember?
Zoran.
Do you remember Andrew
Mr.
Tate's
Mayor.
rap name, Mr. Plenty?
No.
Oh, dude.
Good
Have you
rap
heard
name.
this?
Does he have bars?
No.
Okay.
It's one of the. It's a really like
Young
he-
Cardamom.
young
Okay.
cardamom.
Sorry.
Young
Why did I think it was
Cardamom.
Mr. something? Young.
That feels
Cardamom.
closer to something like Sean
Mr.
Hannity would
Mr.
say.
Plenty was
Okay.
Andrew
See,
Tate.
I got Andrew and Zohan mixed up.
They're,
Yeah.
they're very similar.
They're so similar.
Yeah, a lot of the same ideas.
There's one. Fuck. What's the bar? He's like, they call me Mr. Plenty. Check the leather on the Bentley. Does not rhyme. Does not rhyme
that's
at
good.
all.
Stretch it.
Basically wrong.
That's good enough
It
for me.
counts.
I think there's other stuff you could criticize Andrew.
Why?
Tate for.
Why didn't
Nah,
they
just
put
his
him on the
bars.
freshman class? That's
They
what I
should
wanna
have.
know.
Mr.
Yeah.
Plenty on the
That-
freshman
that year.
freshman class.
'Cause
Over
Yeah.
under rhyming.
Oh, good.
I'll say over. Actually,
Yeah.
Overrated.
I
Yeah.
thought you would say that.
I check. I got Google alerts on my Hotline TNT.
Check
I
for new
check
rhymes?
every day. I see what people are saying about me, and they're just like, he's stretching his vowels too much.
That's bullshit.
That's their criticism. He's
I
stretching
love
his vowels.
slant rhymes. I think
Yeah.
slant rhymes are the best
So what? It doesn't,
creation.
yeah, it doesn't rhyme. So what?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to rhyme everything.
Yeah. So
But, yeah.
rhyming is overrated. I think I agree with you
I
there.
also agree.
Yeah.
Over under.
And I think slant rhymes are underrated,
I agree.
where they rhyme a little bit but not really.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like more of that.
Yeah.
Overrated, underrated. The simple guitar. Acoustic guitar. Yeah, that's tough,
Rated.
right? Rated
Yeah.
perfectly.
Rated.
You think?
Rated. I think it's fine.
I think it's
Mm.
over.
At this-
Okay. Overrated, underrated. Everything in the universe.
Combined.
Ra-
All
Rated.
as one thing.
Completely rated.
Yeah.
Really?
Rated
Okay.
correctly. Okay.
Everything's rated.
But if
and
you had to
balanced.
pick between over and under.
I'd say underrated. I'm
Okay.
a very optimistic guy. I think
Mhm.
we can find the joy.
Yeah.
Find
yeah.
the
We got enough.
Let's find the best new music and everything. We can.
Okay,
Yeah.
NBA one. Overrated, underrated. Ben Simmons.
Ooh, I would say underrated.
I would say underrated as
Definitely.
well. Yeah.
He's an interesting case for sure.
Who
I'm
is
excited
this?
to see.
He's an Australian guy who is everybody was like, this is the next LeBron James.
Oh, okay.
Which they do every 3 or 4
Sure.
years.
Yeah.
But he was kind of the first one in as long as I've watched basketball. But he just kind of got he like had some bad injuries, but also is just weird and doesn't seem to really care about basketball that much.
Mm-hmm.
He had
And
kind of an epic flame out.
Yeah.
There was
Yeah.
like a viral moment where nothing's been the same since then. It was in the playoffs against Atlanta. He was playing for the Sixers at the time,
Mm-hmm.
and he had a wide open dunk, and he just like the way it's framed, he kind of like chickened out and
Yeah.
passed the ball off, even though he could have dunked
Yeah,
it.
he could have
Damn.
done
And he's never been the
He
same.
can't be the man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He can't be the man.
He's been
Oh,
kind of
that's
a journeyman
terrible.
ever since. I'm still rooting for him. I think
I root for him too.
think he's gonna have like a second act. I believe in him
Mhm.
still.
That would be cool.
But it's been a few years now, so
Yeah.
kind of shopped around a bit.
Overrated, underrated. Just guitar pedals.
Well,
in general.
This is the guy.
Yeah.
You've heard his music.
Yeah.
I know, but
So he's gonna say
he could maybe hate
underrated.
them.
no, I'm overrated.
You were saying overrated.
Yeah.
I knew this.
You knew this, right?
I knew this.
If you follow my career at all, you would know. Sorry,
I follow your career very closely.
I'm not a pedal head.
Oh, really?
I'm a tuner pedal only kind of guy.
Oh, so I don't know what any of that means. I'm gonna be honest with you.
No, it's no
It
offense.
tunes
Dave.
it.
Interesting
You click
methods.
it and then it tunes and you got to tune it. And it tells
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
feel like
you. Yeah.
if you're overtuned or undertuned,
Mhm.
basically.
Over or under?
Nah, I'm kidding.
Well, I don't. I still
Out of
don't know.
pitch.
Okay,
Mhm.
I know what
Beats
that
It's
means.
just, it's just
Okay.
a
So you're
timer.
just straight to the amp.
Yeah, as much as possible.
Yeah.
No funny business.
Mm.
Yeah, but
Turn the gain
distortion
all the way up.
All the way up.
Wait, I
Mhm.
got a good one. Overrated, underrated. The vocoder.
I'd say we're kind of past its prime. I'd say
Mhm.
Past its prime, which
But-
means it's
overrated.
underrated. If it's past its prime,
I guess it's time to come back.
He's got to be coming back. Maybe you
I
need to do
love
one.
the vocoder.
One of those.
Yeah.
I found a Korg vocoder. What's that one? The Korg synth. I found one on my street.
I have one of those.
Yeah. Oh, you do?
Yeah.
I do
You want
too.
it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll take it.
In the, sure, yeah,
what's
I'm not
what's
gonna
the
do it.
director's name again?
Julio.
Julio. Could he in post?
Oh, he should.
Vocode this
This-
shit?
We should
Oh,
vocode.
He's gonna be
Yeah.
so mad that you
Yeah, even suggested
that
it.
you suggested.
Sorry.
Alright.
Guys, make sure to follow Joe Tactics on Patreon.
No. Cut his
No.
mic.
I was
Cut his
about to
mic
say.
right now.
Follow it, sure. Subscribe. No. No.
My bad.
Send hate messages.
Here's one for you guys.
Uh-huh.
This is not over under, but I want to hear. I'm kind of a nostalgic guy, so I was wondering AOL Instant Messenger versus MSN Messenger.
I was
AIM.
AOL.
I was AIM.
AIM.
Before my time, I feel like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No Instant Messenger.
I was Gmail chat was
Gmail
my
chat.
main-
Okay, that was fun too. I like Google
AIM
Chats.
was where you got in trouble.
Yeah.
you
What was
know?
weird? My town was all. My high school was all MSN.
Wow.
Oh.
The next town over was AOL. And I was kind of in between both. So
Dude, so you grew up in around some squares.
Cuddy.
Gotcha.
More like I think
Okay.
maybe I don't know. Yeah, maybe wonder if one's higher class. Than
I
the
mean,
other.
Yeah.
AIM was that was where
That's the people's
That's where you
choice.
went to
MSN
gossip.
came with the computer, right? If you had a Windows PC,
I had a
Well-
phone with AIM on it for a little bit.
AIM did or MSN?
MSN.
I
'Cause
mean,
that's Microsoft's
MSN. Yeah,
chat.
I had a Hotmail account,
Mhm.
so that was your Hotmail account worked for MSN.
Yeah, I didn't have. I had AIM, but then my dad said that we weren't allowed to have the proprietary app installed,
Mm.
so I had to use a website called Bebo.
I've heard of that.
I had to go into Bebo and log into my AIM account so that I could have the chats open.
So it was like a browser based.
yeah, it was a browser based one, but I just remember getting yelled at get off of Bebo.
So what did you chat with your friends when you were a kid?
The
How'd you-
G-Chat, right?
G-chat.
Yeah, G-chat. Yeah,
Okay.
but mostly that and texting, I guess.
Picto
But-
chat. If you're around them.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
DS.
PictoChat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I had a DS in the PictoChat boom. I think I
Mm.
had one after PictoChat. Everyone got tired of PictoChat.
we were plotting on
Mm.
Picto chat.
You think
Yeah.
Zoran would have been like, where my DS heads at?
Yes.
Yeah,
Back
yeah,
in the
yeah.
day, he
He
definitely
would've.
would have.
Yeah, yeah.
But we used to go on Picto chat and we would just fucking
Yeah,
any field trip was
The aforementioned Gen Z cousin I was talking about.
Mhm.
I think he asked his first crush out on a Picto chat.
wow.
They still have Picto chat?
He's Gen Z. This is
Yeah.
back in the day,
Oh, okay.
10, 15 years.
How
ago.
Gen Z though?
I think he's
I think
24.
we are all
24,
technically.
yeah.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
Gen Z
shit,
and we
sorry.
had PictoChat.
Yeah.
We had Picto chat.
I'm pushing
Where's
40.
Where's
Uh-huh.
Zillennial?
That's a perfectly fine age to push.
Yeah,
Pushing.
Push. To be
Yeah.
near, to be
Yeah.
within.
yeah.
You're
That's
still
allowed
a-
to be.
Everything's
some-
okay.
Yeah,
Any age is fine. We've had older people on.
yeah.
I'm not the oldest. Okay.
No.
Who
Actually,
is
I
the
don't know.
oldest?
Who?
I
My mom
actually-
called
Oh
in
no,
once.
no, we had some old people on.
Oh yeah,
yeah, we had a
we had a
group-
78-year-old
old-
man on.
Okay,
old
okay.
people.
We're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have.
So
had
you're
some old
actually
people.
Yeah,
What's
near the younger end.
What's the oldest Joy Tactics guest? Do you think?
Probably like 3 years
Probably, you know,
Yeah.
I would say nobody could be older than those three are.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got, yeah.
So it really doesn't matter who the guest is. 'Cause
They'll never top that.
They're decades
Mhm.
older than
Yeah.
each
Yeah.
of them.
Sure.
What other
Ooh,
overrated,
yeah.
underrated? Can I
Dude, there's
give?
nothing left. We
Age.
named everything.
He already said everything in the universe. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's already
Fuck
been-
you, bitch.
I'm sorry.
yeah.
Everything in the universe.
I'd take that
scooping
one
my
back.
shit.
Okay.
Screw. Okay, his shit over under.
I'll say under. I guess. I don't know.
Underrated.
Actually, I would agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree. Recently, I would agree.
What are your what kind of numbers are you doing with your crap attacks?
Bristol 5.
Okay.
Dude, my
Yeah.
shit is so fucked up today because I've been eating mashed potatoes and applesauce.
You need some
Oh,
fiber.
yeah.
Else in the
Yeah.
post.
It's really, it's
Have you
messing
been
me up.
drinking the protein shakes? That's what I
Yeah,
did.
Did you at
Protein
least get some
smoothie.
ice cream?
Dude,
Dude, this I'm about to
Go
tell you
get
the
a
most.
Bugatti
I'm
cup.
about to tell you the most tragic thing that will make tears come to your eyes.
I'm
ready
allowed.
to cry.
I went to the grocery store before. I got ice cream. I got all the stuff that I knew I was gonna have to eat. I got ice cream, and then I got home after the surgery. Realized I had gotten ice cream that had chocolate chips in it.
No.
Which I could not chew
Oh.
on, and I had to put the ice cream in my mouth, and then spit the chocolate chips out individually.
Oh my
into
God,
the
like
bowl.
like pits,
like pits,
like
yeah.
cherry pits.
Yeah.
That's
And at the
horrible.
end,
And you're
I
not
had a
supposed
bowl
to
full of
spit with
chocolate
wisdom
chips.
teeth too. That
Well,
can
I
cause a
wasn't.
dry
I
socket.
know I wasn't. Well, I wasn't actually spitting because I knew
So
you were
knew
just
that.
leaning
I was.
over,
Yeah, I was
just
letting them
letting them
fall out of my
fall out.
mouth.
Mhm.
Yeah.
just
That's
like
one
at the
of the-
CVS. Just
Yeah,
yeah,
just
yeah.
right on
Just
the ground.
full gravity.
That is an
Gravity
insanely
do the
sad
Gravity do
image.
his job.
dude.
You
Isn't
got
that
you
really
got, you got
sad?
all 4 out yesterday.
Yeah.
Your face isn't swollen.
Yeah, well, they weren't impacted. They're like in
Oh.
my mouth. They're
Why'd
just
you
like
get 'em
fucked
out?
up. Well, they all had cavities in them.
Oh,
And they
okay.
were also I mean, I guess I don't want to get too much into my health.
dental.
My
That's fair.
Well, it's all ties in.
Oh.
Mm.
Yeah, to my issues and my
You have
general sufferings.
One
I don't
extra
mind.
bone.
Yeah.
Personally,
you have your
just-
wisdom teeth though?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. too.
Happened. I think in high school. My best friend I remember did it before me, and the story he told me was like he finished up, came out of the coma, whatever they put you in, and the nurse was like, "You're feeling okay?" And he was just like, just like immediately puked. So I was
Yeah.
like, but I was fine. No,
Yeah.
no
I
reaction.
have a bunch of videos of me on wisdom tooth drugs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
David,
probably
They didn't sedate
it's David
me.
after dentist.
That's an OG.
That is
advice
a great
animal.
That is an
video.
OG.
right there.
That is.
I
a
was
great
kinda
video.
hoping that
was
we would
yours
get-
impacted?
Yeah, my bottom 2 were impacted, and one of them got infected, and it was like a huge problem, and I had to get them out. And because it like was infected, and they had to like cut through bone, my jaw, like this side of my face. You remember the
I
Xbox
remember that.
Avatar? It had the orange background, the blue guy.
I'm a
with the
Nintendo
face.
Switch.
Oh.
head.
I looked like
Just
this.
switch
I
it.
looked like this Xbox Avatar for a
Okay.
couple of days. There's an episode actually.
You had a fucked up head.
Yeah, I had a really
Yeah.
fucked
You
up
did.
head for a couple of days.
Okay.
Yeah.
One
Yeah.
side of your head was
I'd like
like
to see that.
bulging out.
Yeah.
You
yeah,
will see.
mine was pretty tame. Though it was just they just were pulling them out and cutting
Yeah.
them up and pulling them out.
I wouldn't
I
have known that you could.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I'm a tiny bit swollen right now. I was a little
Mhm.
swollen right after, but it was not chipmunk vibes.
Right.
Mm.
It was more just I looked all bloody and nasty.
Yeah.
Vibes.
That's cool.
But it was fine.
Damn, I want to go to the dentist. I haven't been in
I need to go.
Yeah.
15
Yeah, I
years.
know.
need
This
to
was
go.
the first
Yeah.
time I went to the dentist in so many years, and they were like, "Yeah, these have to come out."
Did they give you that?
Immediately.
Do they still do that sweet fluoride?
No.
The bubble
Oh,
gum?
RFK
yeah,
got rid of that.
I got what flavor
Mhm.
did I get? I
Well,
got some-
grape. What a
It
flavor!
might have been bubblegum. I don't remember.
Yeah.
They gave me some fluoride, and they were like, "Do you want the fluoride? It's an extra charge." And I was like, "Oh, then no." And they're like, "Wait, it's actually free because your wife referred you to this."
Oh.
Whoa!
Free
Give me the-
fluoride
give me
with
the
a wife.
fluoride.
Run me that
Yeah.
fluoride,
Yeah.
man.
By the way,
Yeah.
this is why I don't go to the dentist in so
Yeah.
many years.
Yeah.
Because if you're gonna go, they're gonna find something.
Well, yeah, I went and I have to spend $1,000
Yeah,
over
it's
the
like
next.
you
Yeah,
can
that's-
drive a new
yeah.
car off the lot and across the street. They're gonna put it up like, yeah, there's something. They're gonna find something.
Yeah.
If you go, they're gonna.
This
find
was not a
something.
new car. I'll say that much.
My mouth is pristine.
I got
Lucky.
some crappy
Yeah.
yellow.
I lost
teeth.
a tooth
My
recently.
shit was fucked up. Yeah.
It fell out of my mouth.
What happened?
I cracked it, and then the rest of it like
Rest
fell
of
out like
it's
a
And
just-
year.
you still
yeah.
didn't go to the dentist.
Yeah, I think there's still part of it in
He's
there.
had
I
a
don't know.
very interesting relationship with the dentist. over
Yeah.
the years.
Yeah.
Do tell.
They are doing. I think that you are like.
I
a-
think that I
a
should just
pa-
go
a
to the
patient
school.
test patient.
Yeah, I should just go to the school.
You should
and
go
they
to the
should just
dentist that
practice
I go
on
to.
me.
You should put my name in as a referral, and you'll
Free
get money
fluoride.
you'll get free fluoride, and you get a $50 credit towards your treatment.
Well,
I might hit you up actually.
Yeah,
I do need to go.
The
And they were a good
$50 is
dentist.
not
They
going to
were
do
nice.
anything. This is an $8,000 mouth.
So that's basically a mindset where
Dude.
you are gonna lose $50.
You're gonna stay poor
Yeah, that's
forever
true.
with that.
Yeah.
With that
Yeah.
logic.
You gotta
too.
you gotta be coupon cutting, bro.
You're
Mm.
pinching pennies over here.
Yeah, that's why I want to go to the school.
No,
and
you're
just
doing the
tell
opposite
them,
of pitching.
You need to
pennies.
be. I mean,
Yeah.
Tell them like, oh yeah, do whatever you want in here.
Yeah.
Fix
You
it,
guys-
fix it up, take them out. I don't
just
care.
learn. Go ahead and
Yeah.
learn in my mouth.
Do you do coupons at the grocery store at all ever?
They had the
I'm
thing.
really thinking about getting into it. I've
I
been
have-
seeing
yeah.
some serious couponers at the grocery store that is making me really want to get into it badly.
I
Yeah.
do my phone number at like CVS and my grocery store.
The
I've
phone number
never
thing.
redeemed anything.
The
I
other
leave
day,
it. I leave it for the mother-in-law. It's her phone number, but I'm the only one who shops at Walgreens. But when they say you have $5, would you want to use it? I say I'll leave it for the mother-in-law.
Yeah, I also
That's
put in my
nice.
phone number and never get anything in return.
yeah.
Same with Chipotle. I feel like, and Panera. I have accounts at both these places.
Yeah.
Every time they're just like 3 more visits
Yeah.
this month, and then you
I
can
have the Panera card on my Apple Wallet, and I
Yeah,
don't think
same.
I've been to Panera in like
There's
4
one.
years.
There's one down the
And
street.
I always say whenever I go to pay for anything, it's like my credit card
right
and then my
there.
Panera
When
That's
card.
fine.
when I used to vape, the smoke shop near me had like the 10. You get like your 10th one free or whatever. A
Yeah.
little punch card. And I abused that system to the point where they kept adding. They added like 5 more at one point, and
Yeah.
then they added 20. It was
Yeah.
like you had to have
Yeah,
20
yeah.
free or 20 that you buy to get 1 free.
Dude,
So I lost hope in the whole system.
I found out I had the most incredible like Christmas style thing where I would always get food from this one Mexican restaurant that's over there, and I would get it over and over and over, and I would always order online, and then I discovered like years in that they have a point system, and I got like $50 off one of my because I had
Whoa.
just been
Cool.
fucking spending money, and I've been racking up the points.
That felt good.
It was incredible, and it made me feel bad because I went in and they clearly didn't have like it's like an old ass website,
Yeah.
so like they just print out the receipt and it just says like it's like all this stuff and it's like $2.48. Like it clearly doesn't say on the
Yeah.
thing they print out why it's
Yeah.
like that. So it's
So
like-
if they thought that you were something was wrong,
I know
with you.
something was wrong.
Yeah.
I had to be like, oh, I used my points.
I need to go get. You know what I need right now is I need to go to GameStop and I need to get a Power Up subscription.
Oh yeah.
Dude, the Power Up subscription is so pathetic. It's so
Yeah.
sad.
And they push it so
I
fucking
know.
hard. I
I
really
know.
don't
I th-
understand.
I think they made me get one when I got the new Nintendo Switch,
Uh-huh.
and they just automatically signed me up.
Yeah.
somehow.
Nice.
But
It's yeah, I get
What do
emails.
you get 10% off every game?
no idea.
Barely
I think
that.
it's less than
No,
that.
and it's
Yeah.
like mostly on the pre-owned stuff that you get money off, which is like it's like, oh, you can get like a fucking like a copy of fucking like a PS4 game that came out like in
Ninja Gaiden.
2011
Yeah.
somehow, and it's you can get it for $40 instead of $50.
Yeah.
They
It's
should,
so
it should be
terrible.
bigger than that. It should be $8.
Yeah, it would-
$50 or with the plus card,
$8.
$8.
That's I
The
agree.
video
Yeah.
game market is very weirdly robust. I mean,
Yeah.
when I look at
Yeah.
like there's like ads for like Best Buy from 1999, it's like new games for 64 were like $70.
Yeah.
It's been the same this
Yeah.
whole
it is
time.
Kinda
pretty crazy.
They kind of just raised it recently.
Yeah.
And now
It's
it's like it's going up to 80
Yeah,
sometimes.
some people are
I
doing
spent $80 at GameStop just the other day.
That's too
Yeah.
much
to
money.
get Death
man.
Stranding 2.
It's so
But
crazy
even like the
expensive.
used games too are just like, all right, $5 off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
know.
all
It's
just
not.
crazy.
It's not.
And used games
Yeah.
are so expensive nowadays
Yeah.
too. Like
Yeah.
any
Yeah.
used game is like I remember being a kid and going to like Newbury Comics and they would have like a just a little bin of like Game Boy Advance games and Nintendo DS games.
Yeah.
It'd be like $1 a game.
Yeah.
And now like the worst Game Boy
I know.
game of all time
Yeah.
is still like $20.
Dude, if you want to
on
get
eBay.
Strawberry shortcake for
copy-
DS.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like it's so expensive.
Brain Age,
And I've
If
been
you
looking
wanna-
for that one too.
if you want to get a copy of Super Smash Brothers Melee,
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's like $250.
Really? Wait.
It's insane.
I have the case and the
they're
disc.
like
Oh, really?
oh.
You should sell
you
that.
should sell that.
No, if you're a true head, true
Yeah.
Nintendo Switch head wouldn't sell.
Yeah.
True.
I know.
Hold
I
on
haven't,
to
I
it.
haven't touched it.
A Zoran voter
forever.
wouldn't sell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was looking at like there's a Silent Hill game for the Wii and I was like, oh, that'd be fun. I can go get like my old Wii from my parents' house and I'll just get that. And I like went online again. It's like hundreds of dollars.
Yeah.
And it's not even
Fuck
like
that.
that good
Well,
of
it's
a
because
game.
the homebrew stuff has gotten so easy for the Wii.
No, because that one was specifically one where they haven't cracked the emulation.
Oh,
on it,
okay.
Which is probably why it's expensive.
Yeah.
But
Well,
it's
yeah,
just
I mean,
a
you
Wii
can-
game should not be expensive.
I
Yeah.
know. It's in the name.
A Wii. It's a Wii game.
Just a Wii
Just
game.
a wee little game.
Just
And
a
even
wee
the
little game.
controller is a Wiimote. It's just
Yeah.
a mote.
It's true. It's
My
just a
Wiimote just died.
A Wiimote of dust.
Your Wiimote died?
Yeah, I can't use it anymore.
That's
Now
fucked up.
I have a homebrewed Wii that I can't use anymore.
Yeah.
That's how I was playing all my GameCube.
No
You got a
games.
fucking
Dolphin?
moat.
Yeah, I got Dolphin on the computer over there, but I don't.
Dolphin on
I,
the Steam Deck.
That's fire.
That's what it's
Yeah.
I
about.
don't have that. I'm
Playing Nintendo Switch
Dude,
games on the Steam Deck.
Wow.
I got
Yeah.
nothing of value. I just have a Wii.
Dude, hacking your computer, your $2,000 computer, to be exactly like a DVD player. That would be cool.
I bought a VCR yesterday.
Oh,
Really?
yeah.
I've been
Any big
wanting to buy a
plans?
VCR.
I have plans. Yeah.
What do you
Yeah.
got in the plan?
It's nothing I can reveal on the record.
Oh,
But
okay.
it's you're gonna steal my idea.
Interesting
I know.
movies.
Yeah. No, I mean I'm gonna be transferring
Oh,
some things
yeah.
back and
I
forth.
keep-
I thought you were just saying you have big plans you can't reveal about what movies you're going to watch.
Oh yeah, Monster Squad.
Oh,
I'm thinking-
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Okay.
That's the one VHS I have in my house.
Small
Matrix
Soldiers.
Reloaded, I think,
That's a
is
good
in
one.
there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I've been it's like always. I'm always thinking about buying a VCR. I have no plans to, but just specifically to do transfers for
It's
no
just cool.
reason. It's the
Yeah.
coolest
It's
thing
fun.
ever. It's so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Analog to digital.
It's the best.
It literally
Yeah.
doesn't get cooler than
Dude,
that.
that is pretty
check this
cool.
out. Digital to analog. Put the RCA cables in your computer. Put
Yeah.
YouTube videos onto a tape.
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah, I
I
Sell
did
did
both
that
ways.
bootlegs.
I learned how to do that in high school because I had like this Go Video VCR and I recorded it and I was like, "This is I'm crazy
It's the coolest
for this."
thing ever.
We should
It's
put a
so
bunch
cool.
of-
fucking crazy.
Dude, I
for
remember taping like a CD on a tape deck at my home when I was a
Mhm.
kid. My parents were very disappointed. We've spent all this time like upgrading stuff. Why are you doing that?
I'm gonna go back and put every
It's
single.
like a Spin Doctors
Yeah.
CD, two
Like,
princes.
please don't do that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back and put every single MKB HD video onto a VCR,
Mm,
and I'm gonna have a marathon of all of the iPhone reviews.
that's a good idea.
Yeah, that'd be badass.
Yeah.
Maybe even a screening.
Mm.
That'd be cool.
VC
My
VHS
roommate, I
screening.
won't say his name, recently told me his he had a YouTube channel as like a little kid
Oh,
like
yeah.
in Seattle, like reviewing tech product and
That's
stuff.
so
so sick.
to be a
Doing
little
tech
kid.
as a little kid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How did he
That
afford
is
all
cool.
that?
he couldn't.
Oh.
He couldn't. Yeah.
So this is a pogo stick.
I think
this is
yeah.
called a Jack in the Box.
He's from like Seattle, which is like Microsoft.
Yeah.
They were
Yeah.
like they were just giving it out like candy. You know.
Oh
probably,
shit!
so.
He would just review it.
Yeah, just reviews.
What a racket!
Yeah.
All right, you got any tour stuff to plug?
I saw you were
Lot.
going on an insane tour.
We got a lot of dates coming up. A lot of
Yeah.
dates. Yeah,
Where
can we
can people
flash them
check that out?
right here? I don't
We
know.
probably can. Yeah, just
put
on
a
a
picture,
it's on an
yeah.
Instagram carousel,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, we
Yeah,
can put
yeah.
them up here if you don't mind.
Yeah, we'll be starting out mid-July. We'll be out until Thanksgiving, pretty much.
We'll go check out Hotline
Yeah.
TNT.
It is the
Yeah.
probably the most tour dates I've ever seen. On
It is a
poster.
lot.
It's a lot.
It
Are
really
you playing
is.
New
lot.
Hampshire?
Don't think we're playing New Hampshire.
I
Boston?
figured maybe you
Yeah.
would.
Boston, yeah.
Where in
The
Boston?
Sinclair.
The Sinclair.
Oh, that's a good
That's
spot.
North
my dad's
Carolina?
favorite venue.
A couple of North Carolina shows. Is that where you're from?
Nice, Yeah.
Okay. The Sinclair, someone DM'd us. And
Oh yeah, have you the gossip?
there's something going
Oh,
on.
they
going
they
on?
like basically had a like pro Israel event or
Oh,
something.
I'm not
a few
even.
years
I'm not even
ago.
touching that. I'm talking. Someone said
Yeah.
like someone had like an autistic
okay.
freak out or something.
Oh,
and
I don't know
I
about
don't
this.
know.
This is I'm just relaying what my dad had told me.
Damn,
Okay.
Okay.
This is a
Yeah.
drama hub.
This is
Yeah.
yeah.
The Sinclair.
Which is like I'm kind of a heat seeker for drama, so
Yeah.
that's
Just
where
go
we really
in
want to
there,
play there.
Check it out, see what's up, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
let everyone know.
We'll do our
Yeah.
thing.
And listen to the new album, Raspberry Moon.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Mhm.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much, Will. I would love to be an Uber driver. I should just do that.
Yeah.
Show
Dude, that would be
people-
so
you
funny.
could do that.
You could do that easily.
No,
Not
my
with your
my
car.
car's crap.
Yeah.
You have to have a pretty nice car.
You don't
Yeah.
have to.
You
I
do
think you
have
do
to.
have to.
They have like
No.
it's like it has to be less than 10 years old, and it can't have this problem.
Yeah.
And this problem.
Well, just tell them a lie.
my
What
car has
about
fucking
Uber?
duct tape
What about
on
Uber
them.
Brown? And it's just cars of like
Jalopies?
yeah, jalopies.
Lemons?
Uber Lemon. That's what it'd be
Uber
called.
Lemon.
Wait, we're
Yeah.
starting an app called Jalopper.
Yeah.
And it's like Uber, but it's just
Uh-huh.
for
You
jalopies.
get picked up in the
Jalopper.
Yeah,
Jalopper.
Jalopper.
Jalopper sounds like a horrible
Jalopper.
Well, that's part of why it's so cheap to
Yeah,
to
it's-
call
the
one.
web- that's why
Because
the
you turn to your
website
friend, you
is
say,
so cheap.
"Hey, I'm gonna go outside and call a Jalopper."
like, whoa, dude. You can't be calling people jalopper.
Yeah.
No, not call somebody.
I'm going to a
jalopper's
jalopper
here.
wedding tomorrow.
Yeah. And just a Model T pulls up and it's
It's like when when a car pulls up and you go Uber, and
Yeah.
it pulls up and you go Jalopper.
Even the drivers are like, what the fuck?
Oh,
yeah.
What did you just
Oh, yeah.
fucking say to me? Yeah, you're right. That's the app.
That's what I
guess
am. That's
Yeah.
my job.
Oh, you're right. That's what I ride.
That's right. I'm a Jalopper.
I forgot. My bad. It's
Yeah,
okay. Get
sorry.
in the car.